Hello everyone and welcome back to Gore. So we're on stage 1-5, Roulette Road, Daredevil. Just in chapter 1 obviously, so chapter 1, 5th race essentially. Roulette Road, Daredevil is what we're doing. We're using classic Sonic here. If you struggle with the speed, you can use a more controlled character like Tails if you really need to. How the teams typically work is you got your fast characters on top, then your control and your strong characters. So we're going to do one lap round and just try and give some base tips, and then we'll go over some other bits as well. So relatively speaking, keeping a straight line, just slide where you need to for the actual drift. You can do this on the corners as well. Don't worry too much about getting a boost for the drift, you'll be fine. As you can see, I'm sticking to the red side of the post. Make sure you're doing that. Reason for this is just next to the Sonic character in the top left, you can see multiplier. If you just drive through the yellow, it doesn't count towards that. And drifting through the post is giving you a bonus as well. If you are going to do a big drift so you get a boost like this, make sure it's somewhat controlled, because what you don't want to do is hit a post and reset your boost. There's nothing wrong with going through with the yellow side of the post, just like I've done there, as long as you're going to hit another red soon, because that way your multiplier is still counting, and even, you know, just because I couldn't make the red side, I've still managed to keep my points counting up as well. Just not as much as I could have done if I got the red, but it's better to keep some points coming in than not all. I'm keeping a higher multiplier, and again, just same there, I'm skimming the yellow side, but it's not really caused an issue. And that's quite early around the track, to be honest, to get finished. It's one of my better times that I've done that in. You jump through, you get the finish there, you only get rewards for getting the platinum here, so there's nothing too extra. I'm just going to rerun this same recording, just so we can cover some other bits as well. So just coming back round, obviously we've got a straight line, just drift when you need to, boosting and stuff, you know, again don't worry too much about the speed, worry more about how controlled your skimming of the drift is. That way you're getting a decent drift bonus, you get, you know, you're getting higher points because your drift is close to it. I'm very messy on this because I'm concentrating just as much on speed as I was on the drift, but you can get a much better controlled thing. You could probably, you know, finish further out on the track if you're getting some decent skims and drifts to the marker. So if you're keeping that going and doing it a much better job than me, you know, you'd be flying through this. The other point I can kind of give is obviously modifications on a car. They count in this race as well, just like any other race. So if you have got a modified car, it's only going to help you more. Well, I think I've got some mods on this. Yeah, it's only going to increase, you know, depending on what you put on the car, the performance overall of the car. So, you know, it should only really help you. But I do hope these tips kind of help. I hope that route kind of shows you what I've done and, you know, gives you some ideas. But again, don't worry too much about boosting. Worry more about a controlled drift near the point. And don't worry too much about the speed, it's more about the points than the speed on this race. Other than that, do please enjoy, like, comment and subscribe.